I want to welcome you again here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It is a distinct honor, indeed a pleasure to welcome the Secretary General of the United Nations, His Excellency Mr. Ban Ki-moon. He's a great leader and a statement, and he's always welcome here. I specifically attach great importance to this meeting, Mr. Secretary General, because this meeting is going to be beyond the conflict. Usually, unfortunately, most of the dealings that Israel has with the UN is about the conflict. But we also want to show the Secretary General and throughout him to the entire august body of the United Nations and indeed the entire world, Israel's contribution. And it is very much our obligation, moral obligation, as well as our duty and pleasure to increase our involvement, contribution, and really participation in UN issues, especially in humanitarian. And I know you've been to Haiti a few times. We also tried with our modest means to help as much as we could with the field hospital. We're going to continue our help in Haiti. I know it's very important to you. So we're going to send a contingent of policemen to Haiti. And also we're going to build a youth village, which will be an integrated place to help and accommodate 700 Haitian kids at a time. Since we're going to join the OECD in a few months, it will be our obligation to increase our help and assistance with all the UN bodies. You know, Israel is very much involved and is an expertise in nation building. We build it ourselves, and we would like very much to offer this knowledge that we have gained here, whether it's in combating desertification, forestation, agriculture, public health, high-tech issues, in any way education that we can. So we welcome you here very much. Also, I want to thank you very much for your last visit in Sderot. I know this time you were in Gaza, and you know we are also going to help the humanitarian condition over there. I just returned from Sderot and Nativ Asara a few days ago. Unfortunately, we still see more Qassams rockets, and there is a suffering of our population in the south. So it's very important to get a clear message from the international community to stop the terror that's coming from Gaza. And since I know you've been in the area, I'm sure next time when you have time, also you're most welcome in our southern areas to see the population as well. Welcome very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Minister. It's a great pleasure to meet you and engage in dialogue with the members of Israel's Agency for International Development. While I fully appreciate the challenges, political and security of Israel, longing for peace and security with real security. I know that you have shown a great humanity, great love for humanity by dispatching very generous, swift aid to Haitian people who are suffering from unprecedented earthquake. I was in Haiti at that time, and I met Israeli people who are heavily, busily engaged in search and rescue mission. I was very much impressed. And your field hospital saved a lot of people and cured a lot of wounded people. That was great. And I'm also grateful as the Secretary General of the United Nations that you dispatched police forces. They are very much welcome, and they are contributing themselves to this law and order of the society, which suffered from earthquake. Initial stage, there was some disorderly and chaotic situations. With the help of those UN peacekeeping forces as well as police forces, they are now under control. You have shown again great contribution to the United Nations peacekeeping, starting from Georgia, and I would strongly welcome and encourage the Israeli government to provide such help in the form of peacekeeping and particularly in UN police forces. I would much more welcome if you can consider sending female police officers. They would be very much welcome because we need a lot of such female police officers. It has been proved that they are very effective, much more accessible to those vulnerable groups, women and girls who would really need support for them. You have also shown a much great interest and commitment as a part of United Nations members in development, agriculture and climate change, and as you said, deforestations and also desertification areas. I'm very happy to note that Israel has been increasing their contribution to the United Nations agenda, but also enhancing your presence at the United Nations as a very responsible member of the United Nations. I'm very happy to work with Ambassador Shalev, your
She's
current
right here.
Representative.
Come right here, Ambassador, come here.
Of Israel to the United Nations. She is very dynamic woman ambassador, and I'm very happy to work with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Toda.
Thank you.
Toda.